Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with the PickDawgz Soccer Crew, Goran, Jack, and Kurt. Thank you for joining us here for another long form video for you guys. 14 games in it, a lot of free picks, and we also have a few short videos for Saturday. You can get them all up on the PickDawgz YouTube channel, so check it out, guys. Subscribe, hit that like button, and of course, feel free to leave a comment. As far as our best bets go, guys, you can find them all up on the PickDawgz website on that preview section, or simply by clicking the links in the description of this video. That will get you up to our pages, individual pages, that is, where you can sign up for daily pass, 3-day pass, 7-day pass, or better yet, put all three of us together in that 3-for-1 capper promotion and get all of the premium picks, which means NBA, NFL, college football, college basketball, a lot of soccer as well, guys. That's definitely your best value. Now let's get this show on the road, guys. We'll try to get through these as quickly as possible. EPL, Brentford versus Nottingham Forest. Jack, what are your thoughts about this one?
My thoughts are pretty simple. Got to ride with the best team in the league at home this season. 7 wins, 1 draw at home. Nottingham doing pretty well on the road. They're third in away form this season, but Brentford just look like a different beast at home. Yes, they've got injuries, but they're not really with any of the first team players. I'm looking forward to this one. Look, I'm not going to be putting any money on this game, but if my life is on the line and I have to pick a winner, it's Brentford.
Yeah, it's quite curious to watch how Brentford are the best team in the league at home, how well they're playing, how many goals they're scoring. They are still undefeated. And then they go on the road and lose everything. It's just insane thing to see. And I get that Nottingham Forest has been playing really well this season. Kirk, uh, you disagree with Jack?
Um, I guess I have Nottingham to win either half at plus 102. I don't think Brentford is a good team. I think their form at home is fraudulent, very fraudulent. As on the road, they're atrocious. They haven't really played that many good teams at home this season. Forest is good. Forest is the better team, simply put. To win either half, I was going to do the double chance, way too juiced, but to win either half at plus 102, just I mean, our picks can both still hit, but I don't like the Brentford money line at all.
I actually do like it. I think that
I know you do.
you can't call a team that hasn't lost in 8 home games a fraudulent home team, okay?
Tell me who they've played.
They played Newcastle, they played Leicester, they played Southampton, they played Ipswich, they played
Wow,
Wolverhampton.
wow,
Yeah, but
wow.
who did Nottingham Forest play on the road? I mean,
They beat
it's
Liverpool. Thank you.
yes, and they haven't won, like they won only one of their last three on the road, two of their last four, five actually. So I mean, it's I
Yeah,
honestly
one. They can draw.
yeah, they can, and I think this game could go either way. Yes, but and we could all still hit our pick here in this one, but I'm gonna ride with Brentford. For our next game, Kirk,
Shocking.
Ipswich and Newcastle. Newcastle has been waking up. They've scored what 7 goals in their last 2 games, and Ipswich, it's still Ipswich, even though they're coming off of a win on the road.
I don't get why you're saying this. It's still Ipswich. Like they've
Yeah, they
they've
are.
been
They are.
solid at home.
Have they? They haven't beaten
Yeah,
anyone at
they've been
home in their
solid.
last 6, 7, or 8 games.
They draw though. They draw. They've been solid at home. And New
Oh, they draw.
hey, they do, which is important
They
for my
don't win
pick
either.
because
They've
it's
not won a game at home this season.
yeah, but they draw, and I'm on the double chance, so that's all I need. Newcastle's still one of the most inconsistent teams in the Premier League. Ipswich is a tough place to go. I've watched a lot of their games. Tough place to win. Newcastle is going to go back to bed because Goran said they just woke up. Ipswich are draw plus money.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't care if
I know.
Newcastle wins this game or loses this game because I will take their team total right now over 2.5 goals at plus 180. It's a really really good price. Can they score 3 goals? Absolutely. They are averaging 3 scored goals
That
in
should
their
be
last
plus
3 games.
450.
So they've scored 3 against Liverpool. They've scored 2 against Brentford on the road, 4 against Leicester, and 3 against Brentford again. So they're averaging over 3 score goals right now over the last what 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm gonna go with that, Jack.
Yeah, don't hate the play, Goran. Don't hate the play. What I do hate is Kirk's play. The Ipswich, they're going to struggle this game, man. I don't know how they're going to score. They don't have their star striker who's suspended. Um, so look, can I trust Newcastle Road? Not just yet. I'm going to be honest. Can they score? Yes. Can they keep the ball at their net? Not sure. I'm just going with the under here. I have to take the under 3.5. Don't see how Ipswich can really score at all. Maybe they score one if they're lucky. And hopefully Newcastle don't put three in the back of the net if Ipswich do score. So under 3.5 to play. This is just a parlay builder pick for me.
Now, West Ham and Brighton. Brighton favorites on the road against against West Ham, Jack. And I mean, they have been very inconsistent this season, but now they are going to play against Brighton, who hasn't beaten anyone in their last 4 games. They have a couple of draws and a couple of losses, but Brighton is the type of a team that can really outscore anyone right now.
Yeah, both teams finding their season a bit roller coaster like. West Ham have looked absolutely horrible in some games. They've looked excellent in some other games. But someone who has been consistent for West Ham all season long is Jared Bowen. So I'm getting him at plus 250 to either score or get an assist in this game. I think it's a great play. He's in my fantasy team this week for a good reason. He's playing well. And if West Ham score, usually the goals are coming through him one way or another. So that's my play.
West Ham or draw. Brighton's not taking all 3 points on the road here. West Ham's starting to find some form at least. Pretty juiced, minus 180, but it's what I like.
Yeah, they are finding some form, and like you said, Brighton on the road has been struggling. So I'm gonna go with the draw in this one, plus 270. I'm taking this one step further than Kirk does. Um, 1-1. I think that's something I'm looking at here personally in this one. Um, Crystal Palace and Arsenal are facing off. That's the replay of a game we had over the week in the EFL Cup. Arsenal was able to beat them, was it what, 3-2 if I'm not mistaken, after losing 1-0 early in the game. I think this was going to be a bit different, though. I think that Arsenal will be a lot sturdier in that defensive end here in this one, Jack.
Maybe. But Palace at home, man, they are just a beast. They are a beast. Like, even the games that they lose, they've never been. I don't remember watching the last time I've seen Palace get dominated at home. They are just good. I don't know what it is. And I think I'm going to see a repeat of the midweek clash. I can see Palace scoring early and then Arsenal just grinding their way back into this game. So this is my biggest pick. I usually tend to give one big pick in this long form video. Arsenal to win from behind at plus 700. I think it's a very good play. There's some value to be found there.
I mean, as good as Palace has been at home, they have only one win, though. They have one win, 4 draws, and 3 losses. Yes, defensively, they have been solid, only 10 conceded goals. They're not scoring a lot. Only 6 scored goals in those 8 home games, Kirk. But I don't know. I still feel like Arsenal now, after beating them earlier this week, a few days ago, they are still undefeated in their last, what, 7 or 8 games, even more than that. I think they should get the job done.
No, they don't. Palace at
I
home.
knew you were gonna
I
say that.
mean, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know how you can go against Palace at home right now. Plus money on the double chance, plus 125 even. This is criminal. They're not respecting Palace, and they're very overrating Arsenal in this spot. A lot of teams have come into Palace lately and done nothing. Palace is just dominated. I could see a 1-0 Palace win here. If you want my Paul pick, it's 1-0 Palace here.
Confident. I'm gonna take Arsenal -1. I think they'll beat them again. Whether I push this one or I get a winner and they win by 2, I don't know. We'll see about
We're
that one.
supposed to give out free picks here, not free pushes.
It is a free pick. Whether it's a push, win, or loss doesn't really matter. It's a free pick.
I'd rather lose than push.
Yeah. I guess you have a lot more money than I do.
Nah, I just am not on the pussy shit.
Ooh. That's it for the EPL, guys. Off to LaLiga, Celta Vigo and Sociedad. Kirk, how do you feel about this one?
I just had to make Jack laugh.
Thanks.
Both teams to score here at -106. Celta, I think this is the game Sociedad finally doesn't win 1-0. I think this is the game they finally don't win 1-0.
Well, they haven't won a game 1-0 in like 2 weeks.
Sure, but it's just every game sets up to be 1-0. I think both teams score here. Celta, they score a lot, especially at home. Sociedad, they are going to find a way to score here, as they do most games. Both teams to score at -106. I do like the odds a lot.
I'm gonna go with the draw in this one, and if I'm being honest, I was actually looking at the 1-1 correct score for this one. I think that's something that is very likely to happen here in this one. Sociedad hasn't conceded a goal in their last 5, 6 games, 7, no 6. And I think that Celta Vigo at home is a solid team, so I think that they can score at least one in this one, Jack.
Yeah, for me, I mean, if Celta are to score, it's got to be in the first half because I've got Celta Vigo under 0.5 goals in the second half. Why? Well, Sociedad's defense in the second half has been phenomenal in 2024. They have not conceded a goal in the second half in the La Liga since March. Since March,
Is
which
that
is
true?
Yeah, it's true.
That's
Go
an
and look it up.
insane run.
It's actually the best run if for second half defense in Europe. So,
Oh,
yeah,
I bet.
I'm hoping that continues. I think that they're going to know that for sure, right? So, I think they're looking to get out 2024 without conceding in the second half on the. Oh, sorry, I should have specified on the road. On the road. I don't know
Oh,
if I said
Okay.
that. On the road.
no.
On the road. Sorry. So yeah, they are on the road here. I think the streak continues. -120 is the play.
Now, Osasuna and Bilbao is the next matchup in Liga. Bilbao, pretty hefty favorites on the road against Osasuna that can put up a very, very good fight. They haven't lost any of their last 5 games. They haven't won a lot of those games, only one of those 5. But they can really put up a fight, Kirk.
Yeah, what did I tell you last time Bilbao was on the road? I had to take the pick, but it was the trap game of the entire year, and they drew 1-1. So if you want to say whatever you want to say in the comments, I know the spots because I've fallen into the traps, but now my friends Jack and Goran, they fall into them. I'm on both teams to score here. Osasuna, they score too much for me to not back them at home. Bilbao, they're going to score. -106, pretty good price. Same reasoning as the last game for me.
I mean, how did I fall into a trap? I took a player prop for this one.
Exactly.
And that's a player prop.
You went away. You went away from all sides.
The main striker for Bilbao to get one shot on target at +135. I mean, it could miss, yes, but we are getting the striker that's going to be in the starting lineup for Bilbao, Berenguer, if I'm saying that name correctly, to get one plus shot on target at +135, Jack.
Yeah, I think this game's going to be a really open game. I like both teams to score, kind of like the over, but I think it's a bit juiced if I'm honest. But usually, when goals are scored, it's because a lot of shots are taken, and when lots of shots are taken, you tend to get a lot of corners. So I'm going with the over 9.5 corners. I think this line is way too low for this shot count. So yeah, over 9.5 corners is the play for me.
Now, off to Bundesliga, guys. And the first game that we have is between Eintracht and Mainz. And I think that all three of us are on exactly the same page here in this one, Kirk.
Yeah, it's because you finally understand the spots in the Bundesliga. You finally listen to the genius stuff I have to say, and you're applying it. So
You are
props to
not that
both of you.
special to us, Kirk.
So props to both of you for actually listening and wanting to win some money. So Frankfurt money line for me here. This should be -165, -170. I don't know why it's like this, which actually makes me more scared. I wish it was -170, but this is just kind of a weird price, but I still have to take it.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't go with Mainz after they beat Bayern last week. I mean, this is gonna be a huge letdown spot for them. Eintracht on the money line, they go back on the winning track in this one, Jack.
Yeah, riding the Harmony wave here. I believe Eintracht translates to harmony, right? Is that right, Kirk?
Sure.
Yeah, you're the German one here. Yeah, Frankfurt money line.
All right, next one. Holstein, Kiel, and Augsburg. Augsburg is horrible team on the road, guys. They have been pretty much horrible the entire season overall. Holstein hasn't been much better. They have lost their last 5 straight games. But in this one, I feel like Holstein could get the job done at home. I'm getting them at plus 185, Kirk, and I will take them on the money line.
Yeah, I'm going with them on the double chance. I don't think they drop all 3 points here. Maybe they win. I mean, I was looking at Kiel on the money line, but Augsburg, they're a team that has been in the Bundesliga for a long time. They are going to get going at some point, so I don't trust them enough to take Kiel on the money line. So I'm on the double chance here for Kiel.
Now, Jack, you are counting on Augsburg here. However, I think that could be a little bit scary as they've scored only 4 goals on the road so far this season.
They have, but it's not so scary when you see Kiel's first half form this season. 23
Brutal.
goals conceded in the first half so far this season. Way too many goals for me. They're just not coming out at kickoff anywhere near fast enough. And you could probably argue that that's what's costing them this season. You know, they're constantly chasing games because they're constantly conceding early. So, yeah, Augsburg to score in the first half at even money is the play. No shadow of a doubt.
Next matchup, Werder and Union Berlin. We know that Union Berlin is very solid at home this season. On the road is a different story, and their current form, Jack, is very bad as they haven't beaten anyone in their last 8 games.
Yeah, love Werder Bremen right now. Absolutely love the way they're playing. Strong defensively. I watched the St. Pauli game. And yeah, just really good. I know St. Pauli aren't the best team in the Bundesliga right now, but you can tell by the way they play. And it's Union Berlin. You know, it's Union Berlin, the most boring team in the Bundesliga, maybe Europe. So I'm taking under 0.5 goals in the second half in this one at plus 137. Minus 137, excuse me. Yeah, I just don't see Union scoring maybe at all this game. But I'll take him in the second half.
What do you think about this one, Kirk?
Yeah, I think both teams score here. It's just like watching the Bundesliga type of feeling. I've been watching these teams for a long time, and this is just a game where Union sneaks out like a goal, 1-1 draw or something. I'm going with both teams to score here at minus 122.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the draw in this one plus 245. I could potentially see a 1-1 game here. Union Berlin, I mean, they are in horrible form right now, but they will have to get going at some point. I'm not saying that they will get a win out of this one, especially with where they're playing so well right now. But I think they can get to the scoreboard, and I think that's gonna be enough for the draw for them in this one. Hoffenheim and Gladbach. Hoffenheim, for a change, is a favorite at home, actually, plus 125 to Gladbach, who has lost only one of their last 6 games. They have been scoring goals consistently, but they really can't beat anyone on the road, Kirk.
Yeah, Hoffenheim should be favorites. Hoffenheim money line is actually a great play in this. The more I think about it, I'm going with Hoffenheim over 0.5 goals here in the first half at minus 122. They're going to score. It's just that simple. This is one of the highest scoring teams in Europe over the last 5 years, and they're going to score in the first half. It's an insanely good price, minus 122. That's where I'm at.
I'm gonna take both teams to score in the first half, actually, plus 240. I'm hoping that Gladbach is gonna wake up and maybe try and score the first goal in this game to make it a little bit easier on themselves. So I decided to take that for nice plus money, Jack.
Yeah. Look, if your pick's going to win, it puts my pick in a lot of jeopardy. But I'm taking under 2.5 in this game. I just don't think Gladbach are that great at scoring on the road, to be honest. They just seem to defend pretty well. Just give me 1 second here. They only concede on average 1 goal a game. or just over 1 goal a game on the roads this season. So, yeah, I just have to take the under here at plus money. That if it loses, I'm not going to be too sad about it. I think I have my chips in good, to be honest.
Alrighty, guys. For the next one, the last game in Bundesliga, Stuttgart and St. Pauli. I know that St. Pauli is one of Kirk's favorite teams, but they will have a hard time. They will have a hard time against Stuttgart here on the road. Stuttgart, who seem to be waking up. They've scored like 14 goals in their last 4 games. They are on a 4-game winning streak right now, Kirk. And you are still giving St. Pauli a bit of a chance here.
Yeah, I mean, every time Stuttgart have woken up this season, they have a letdown game when you think it's finally time that they're on board. That being said, I don't think Pauli win this game. I do think they score. Stuttgart not been that good defensively this season, and Pauli they need to score in this game to really have a chance to do anything. So I'm going with both teams to score here.
Jack.
Stuttgart -1 for me. Look, Stuttgart are playing similar to the way they were at the start of this season, getting a lot of chances, maybe not winning games at the start of the season, but they were getting a lot of shots off. And I said probably about a month ago on these videos that Stuttgart are the play to make if you're looking for shot bets because they just create so many chances. They're back to that form now. So give me the -1 here. They're finding the net pretty successfully. So yeah, I think -1 hits.
Yeah, I will also take Stuttgart on the -1. They're just scoring so many goals right now. I don't think that St. Pauli will be able to keep up with them. And for the last few picks, guys, we have a few games in Serie A. Torino and Bologna is the first one. Bologna plus 150 favorites on the road. However, the books are expecting a one big fat draw in this one, as the draw is listed at plus 185 right now, Jack.
Yeah, I have to ride with Bologna here. I just have to. I feel like the price is too good. Bologna playing really good at the moment. Torino, not so much. They've just won against Empoli on the roads. Their home form, though, disgusting. Yeah, struggling to get any points at home, to be honest. And Bologna just playing arguably their best football of the season right now. So, yeah, Bologna's the play for me here. Don't love it, but it's what I like the most.
It could be a narrow game, 1-0 or maybe even 1-1 if we're lucky for either side. But I'm gonna go with the first half draw at -117 in this one, Kirk.
Yeah, I'm going with both teams to score equals no here at -144. I see a 1-0 win one way or the other, maybe 2-0 late on if one team has to push for that second goal they get counted on, or 0-0. So I don't see a lot of goals here, so both teams to score equals no for me.
Now, Genoa and Napoli. Napoli did find their footing back a little bit. I believe they connected now a couple of wins in a row. And they're playing against Genoa, the team that is actually undefeated in their last 6 games. However, they are a team that hasn't won a single game at home this season just yet. So I'm gonna take Napoli on the money line. It's -155 on my book. It's a bit juiced, Kirk, but I think Napoli should get this one done.
Yeah, Napoli needs to win this game too. As Jack says, whoever wins this Serie A by Christmas goes on to win the Serie A for the last however X amount of years, 5 or 6 years. It's a game they need to win to stay the course. Napoli money line for me.
Jack?
Yeah, Napoli money line, but also have them to win to nil, please. Genoa at home, they're not even averaging a goal a game this season. Back-to-back nil-nils, taking a page out of Juventus's book at the start of this season with the way they were playing. And now they've got to play probably one of the toughest, if not the toughest team in the league right now. So, yeah, defensively solid. If they concede, I will be very upset. So, Napoli to nil, please.
And the last game of this video, and I think that this is another one where we are all on the same page. Lecce is hosting Lazio. Lecce, horrible team this season, especially at home. I'm going with Lazio on the money line. Jack, you're taking this one a little bit further.
Yeah, just like the extra price. I think Lazio. I was very tempted by -1.5, to be honest, but maybe I'm
Should
a
have done it.
pussy. Maybe I'm a
Yeah, you
pussy
are.
in Kirk's eyes, as
You
you would
are.
say. that plus 130 is a good enough price for me. Even if they do win by 2 or more, I'm not going to be upset with myself, because there is a world where Lecce just try to get a point out of this game and try and make this one a scrappy one. So Lazio -1 plus 130, please.
All right, I'll just go. I don't know what happened
I
to Big
said
G,
Kirk.
but no one heard you.
Oh man,
But anyways, it's all right, Goran. Don't worry about it.
that's
I'll talk. I'll take over. I'm on Lazio to nil here. I don't think I've ever taken this play, but after losing 6-0 to Inter, I could see a 6-0 game here. So Lazio to nil plus 171 is what I like here.
That's it, guys. These were your free picks for Saturday. 14 games, including those 3 games that we have up on the PickDawgz YouTube channel separately. Get your free picks, guys. Put some bets in, and of course, let's win some money together. Stay tuned for more free picks. Good luck, and we'll see you soon.